A&M is a well-coached football team.
So the numbers on Gunnar Watson, one of the more accomplished quarterbacks in Troy Trojan history. He's got a chance to do a little ladder climbing in the career annals this week, but he throws a pick on the first pass of the game. Well, if you're looking for a start, that's not the one you want to see if you're John Summerall, as Dexter Lawson comes down with his first career INT.
Great read by Dexter Lawson, zone coverage. Again, he only rushed 3 men on that particular play. Again, great read. Here, take a look here. Again, only rushing 3 down linemen Appalachian and get pressure. And what they did is they interrupted Gunner's throw. He couldn't step into
square on there, and I don't know that you can find a week much better for the Sun Belt as we head into week 3 of this early college football season. Watson again trying to go across the middle. This time he hits his man. That's Deshaun Stoudemeyer, the cousin of Amari.
Surprised me about the first 2 formations. They didn't have a tight end. Now they're back to tight ends, but they didn't have a tight end on those 2 formations.
2 tight ends. Remember, Deandre Lewis out for the Trojans. He was quite a productive weapon last week, and now pressure starting to get to Watson.
D-linemen never get enough credit.
Watson after the 7-yard loss, 3rd and long. Across the middle he goes again, and that's a first down gain for the Trojans as Tez Johnson moves the sticks. And Appalachian State, if you went to one thing that the Mountaineers have not been able to do consistently so far through 2 games. Roy moves the chains, 1st and 10 Trojans. They're creeping a little bit more toward midfield as we see the first carry of the day for Kimani Vidal. This is a Troy offense that...
And Kimani Vidal and Jamontez Woods and DK Billingsley. Obviously, Jamontez Woods is the more physical back, but they do it by committee.
2nd down and 6. Watson trying to settle this Troy offense and going to the boundary once again. That's Jabri Barber, the Dothan, Alabama sophomore. Moves the chains for the Trojans for the 2nd time on the drive.
Everybody talks about Tez Johnson, but actually Jabari is their guy. I mean, he's had
a week ago. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 5 wide for Watson as he slings underneath again. Finds Barber complete into App State territory for the first time. Still shy of the first down line to get 35.5% for Joe Craddock's Troy offense. 3rd down and 5, trying to move the chains deeper into Mountaineer territory, down 7-0. Watson with a little more time, and once again goes to Barber. We'll have to see what forward progress looks like. He was awfully close, and they'll give him the first down gain. Hey, how about credit Jabri Barber, sophomore receiver, go to the sticks, catch the football for a first down.
Smart IQ by Jabri. Again, know exactly where the first down marker is. Get there. Nice throw by Gunner. Now, this 35 to 40 times today.
Devontae Woods with his first carry of the
activity. They threw the ball 54% of the time last year. I know Summerall was not the coach then, but you have to go with your personnel. So really a good coaching job by Summerall to really use what he has and use it. Because again, think about it. You can have a read that's short to long or a read that's long to short. He's having hit the short read because AFSU is putting pressure on him.
Play action look. Watson, home run down the seam, overthrew his guy, Deshaun Stoudemeyer. In space, had a step. Instead, it'll be 2nd down and 10. Stoudemeyer is going to be a target. 10th in the league in catches coming in this afternoon. Had 6 grabs against Ole Miss, 4 last week against Alabama A&M. 2nd down for Watson. A little bit more pressure coming. Pocket collapses. He'll run away from it and get the pass down the sideline, complete to Rajay Johnson. The senior's first grab of the day, about 3 yards shy. Actually, generous spot to the 19th, about a yard shy of the first down.
Rajay Johnson has 7 receptions for 112 yards this year, and they like to get him down the field. Again, good job by Watson extending the play there and allow
trajectory go up, as these 2 teams have certainly used springboard moments to be a part of that conversation. The 3rd down and 1 coming up now for Troy out of the timeout. Handoff, easy first down, and then some more for DK Billingsley. And the Trojans on the board here in the first quarter.
DK Billingsley, he's the elder statesman of that running back room. I mean, he's been there. He's a senior, 5'11", 221 yards. As a matter of fact, he's the guy that they've counted on for the last 5 years. Great job of following the blocks. Good job by Troy knocking Appalachia's defensive line off the ball. Good execution on that play.
12th career touchdown for the senior from Scottsboro, Alabama. Capable threat, 1,200 career yards. He scampers for the touchdown, and Troy with the PAT off the foot of Brooks Boos. We see a tie score here with about 6.5 minutes, give or take, to play. David Jackson, Avery Hall with you from Kid Brewer Stadium. You see the run by Billingsley, and the thing that was impressive about Troy in that drive, Avery, a methodical drive like we mentioned, 13 plays, 75 yards. They overcame some third down adversity, but if you know, Troy came to play today, and again, Appalachian probably needs to kind of wake up a little bit. Monty Vidal, the running back. It's pass to Stoudemire again, 8-yard pickup into a host of Mountaineers. Deshaun Stidham career nearly picks up a first down. The first play of possession number 3 for the Trojans. Jabari Barber was the motion back. Watson with time. They've shored up that Troy offensive line after the first series. Watson on the run has
time and to get away from that pressure by Appalachian State.
5 wide for Watson on first down. The check down route. Barber upended.
Time and to get away from that pressure by Appalachian State.
5 wide for Watson on first down. The check down route. Barber upended, but he gets 3 yards on the play. Mountaineers coming up and making the tackle out of the secondary. Stephen Jones impactful in the defensive backfield, but he hasn't got a pick yet. He almost had one against Texas A&M. Dale Jones said this was a real key time for his development, seeing how teams will challenge him now and being able to adjust to those challenges. Jones with the tackle on that last play. Here's another run play by Billingsley straight up the middle. And that's a first down gain and nearly a breakaway run for DK Billingsley, who's already got the 1 touchdown today. He scampers into App State territory once again.
I tell you what, that was a 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. You really just have to give it, you know, to the offensive lineman, Austin Stidham, Deandre Butler.
Vidal again the setback. 1st and 10 Trojans just into App State territory. And this tie ball game, closing minutes here of quarter number 1. Blitz pressure coming, and that's a big takedown. Black and gold got a little bit of juice there as Keyshawn Brown comes down with the tackle of Gunnar Watson.
That's the way to try and disrupt the throwing game. Again, you know, you give him a pre-snap read as if the linebacker's going to be in zone coverage, and you bring him off the edge here quickly. Good execution by Keyshawn Brown there. 2nd
sack for the Mountaineer defense. So Watson and crew back into Troy territory now. Line to gain is the 39 of App State territory. Run play up the middle, and that's another tackle for loss. Nick Hampton with the tackle in the backfield. Got Kimani Vidal, and Hampton, a guy whose stock continues to go up in the NFL conversation. He acquitted himself well against Texas A&M last week. This is a guy that a lot of NFL scouts are talking about a potential day 1 pick.
He shows his event stepped outside. That's just good film study, knowing and recognizing that formation and being aggressive on your play caller.
Troy 3 of 3 on 3rd down. They got a 3rd and long to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Mountaineers pinning back some pressure. Down goes Watson again. 3 straight plays of loss for the App State defense, and Troy thought they had some flow getting into Mountaineer territory. It was a very different end result for the Trojan offense.
So that play there, that whole series was a reflection of Dale Jones, Coach Nunn, the D-line coach, linebackers coach, all those guys getting together and saying, look, guys, we've got to pick it up. Saw different intensity, and then in Texas A&M, they just executed really well, played gap assignment football, and they play very well at the 2nd level and 3rd level. Just executed better at the Texas A&M game.
He's been moving this offense here. Troy gets a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Trying to break this 7-7 score here at Kid Brewer Stadium, where they have not won a football game in 22 years. Watson with plenty of time again. Underneath he goes to Stoudemire. Uses a great pick from a downfield blocker and out across the 35-yard line for a first down gain.
I tell you, Appalachian did rush for linemen. If you take a look, they rushed for linemen. Just good job by Gunnar Watson going through his read progression. Good catch by Stoudemire. He's an athlete. I bet he has 5 catches already. And again, he's a guy who only coming into this ball game had about, I guess, he had 10 receptions for 80.
Whole play happened. First and 10, Troy. Billingsley getting the early carries here from a running back perspective as Troy tries to get that ground game going. Low snap. Watson's timing bothered. He's going to heave it down the field anyway, and he's got a man. There's a flag on the play. The Trojans into Mountaineer territory from the 49-yard line. App State. Allendike, the tight end, in motion. Watson going in that direction. Pass complete over on the sideline. Marcus Rod.
But you really want to see Stephen Jones, the cornerback, come up and make a better open field tackle than what he just did.
Vidal up the middle, and he is stopped pretty much right there on the line of scrimmage. Logan in red zone tries this year, 1 of 1 today. That 19-yard run by Billingsley, Troy's only score. Second down and 9. Watson off the back foot. Looking corner of the end zone. Stoudemire there and is run out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle for the Mountaineers out of the secondary once again by Ethan Johnson.
You know, they're using Stoudemire to stretch the field. This is a down the field pass, 8.7 yards per catch, but they're stretching the field with him today.
And off to Vidal, runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage again. Deshaun
dominated up front in this particular drive.
Full house backfield. Watch for Will Cholo. Defensive lineman may get the call here. Instead, he blocks. Trojans go up the middle, and they've got it in there for a touchdown. Troy in the lead here mid-second quarter.
I tell you what, just great execution by Troy's offense. Offensive line is playing very well. Stoudemire is having a fantastic football game at the receiver position. Again, just this right here is just heavyweight boxing. We're going to line up in the middle. We're going to attack. And again, quarterback sneak. Good physical football by Troy.
Busan for the PAT. Liner, but it's through there. They play this final 122. 150 yards of offense. Gunnar Watson, 12 of 15 passing, 135 on his ledger. Trying to run out of some trouble and gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down again. App State with a bit more heat coming out of that defense here of late.
97.
Kevin Abrams-Verwain on the tackle as Dale Jones and crew starting to rotate some of the with the football. 1:16 to play in the half. 2 timeouts you see illuminated there on your screen. Pistol back is Vidal. He'll get the handoff up the middle. Shuns a couple of tacklers into open space out across the 40-yard line. Missed opportunity for a tackle for loss by App State defense turns into a Troy first down.
Missed opportunity. Ronald Clark, the free safety, had an open shot. If you take a look, he blitzes. He misses the tackle. Most people think with a minute left in this first half.
Watson back to Stoudemire into Mountaineer territory. That's about a 14-yard pitch. Georgia State, he has not tried one from 50+ in his career. First down and 10, Watson. Over toward the sideline, had Stoudemire, but threw him incomplete.
To kind of put a little more pressure on him, but still in a lot of zone coverage here.
Vidal, the protection back. Middle seam, nearly picked. That ball intended for Tej Johnson. Good coverage by Ronald Clark. Johnson in motion toward the top of your screen. Settles in the slot. Third down and 10. Watson heaves one. That's caught. That's first down and more. Inside the 20. Tej Johnson moves the chains for the Trojans and gets them inside field goal range with 29 seconds left until halftime.
Again, a lot of times, you know, when you run zone, you're looking to stop, you know, the run. If you take a look here, again, they only had 20 inches of boundary. So, again, lots of time for Gunnar to throw. great job of Tez finding a spot in that zone and kind of opening himself.
36-yard gain for Tez Johnson. Trojans inside the Mountaineer red zone once again, inching toward halftime. Troy with 2 timeouts. Watson out of the pocket. Pass underneath is complete. Potentially jump right back into the lead here before halftime. Vidal the pistol back. Watson looking for Barber out in the flat. Runs out of an ankle tackle. Nearly gets to the pylon, but will be slung out of bounds with 16 ticks left until halftime. Again,
Not nice horizontal passing game where you get it out there to your receiver. You flip it out there. It's kind of like getting it to the perimeter quickly. Ronald Clark, if he makes that tackle.
Protection back. Watson looking corner of the end zone. Fought away. Flag on the play. Went after Dexter Lawson, who had the pick earlier on.
Dexter Lawson actually was positioned well. We'll need to see this from a different angle. I thought he did a good job of keeping his short arm on the receiver, long arm towards the quarterback to knock it down. But we got to see this probably from a different angle because
Number 5, defense. Half the distance to the goal.
I just didn't see it, but you never know. They could easily be tugging or grabbing on the backside where we can't see.
Now, downs really don't matter with 13 seconds left. It's first down, half the distance to the goal doesn't matter. The ball was at the 2 anyway. Check it again, though.
Yeah, again, okay. You can call that. That's a 50. If you're going to say malarkey, if you're Appalachian, you're going to say right, but that's a 50-50 call there.
Will Cholo in the fullback spot. It's a handoff to Cholo, trying to lean across. And they'll call second down. Didn't get across. Time down to 5 seconds on the clock. And a stoppage of play.
Will Cholo was in defensive lineman heaven, being able to run the football with an opportunity to score a touchdown. But good job by Jordan Earl and the big defensive lineman up front of getting a good push and stopping him before he could get in.
They're going to review the spot and see if the line to gain indeed was met. That would have been the goal line. And a touchdown for Will Cholo, who, like I said earlier, had the carry against Ole Miss in week 1. Joe Craddock actually gave him a little credit, said that he wouldn't have given him the ball if he'd have known they were on the 2-yard line, thought they were on the 1. Well, this time they were on the 1. He gave it to him, and Cholo still might not have gotten in. We'll have to see if the line to gain was indeed gained. But Will Cholo, a downhill player in the run game. We mentioned earlier his cousin Alvin Kamara, now with the Bucks, spent some time with the Saints, trying to teach him how to be a running back. Maybe that's the conversation around the next holiday meal is, here's how you punch it in.
Hey, he's got a little more girth. Gun in a 2nd and 1. Wow.
He's been the most productive runner for Troy here in the first half. Watson trying to sneak. Did he get across? App State saying no, Troy saying yes. And the Trojans get the touchdown.
Character building moment for Troy University. You'll be surprised at what that drive, what that touchdown will do for their confidence, not just in this football game against App State, but as the season progresses. That's character building, gut wrenching, heavyweight boxing football, because they just took it down the field and really had a brilliant 2-minute drill just now.
That was 10 plays, 74 yards. Check the sneak again by Gunnar Watson. Lots of push up front. That's enough. How about John Summerall flexing a little bit of muscle there from a go-get-it guys standpoint. Just like you said, that's a confidence-boosting opportunity for Troy, not only in this football game, but for the rest of the season. A coach that wants his team to be physical, asked them to do it time and again, and they punch it through right before the half. PAT with no time left on the clock is good, and the Troy Trojans coming to Boone. 21-14, they lead this Sun Belt Conference opener here at Kidd Brewer Stadium. Halftime on the way from the Rock. We got a 1-score game here in Boone. 34-yard kick return by Jabri Barber to set up the Trojans in a tie game. Gunnar Watson with the first handoff of Troy's second half to Kamani Vidal. He's up across the 40-yard line, about the 43.
Does a great job of running the football well enough to keep the pass game open. If you think about, great catch by Stidham, if you think about the last running play prior to this play, they had double.
Downemeyer, third down and short. Trojans 4 of 6 on third down in this contest. They were 4 of 11 last week against Alabama A&M, so already matching that total as we begin second half play. Vidal motions to the right of Watson. Across the middle, a pass complete. Tez Johnson, or did it come out? It came out, and incomplete is the ruling on the field right near the midfield stripe.
And they are going for it. Wow.
This comes from going for it on 2nd and inches to end on the home team side of the field. Sunbelt play at its best right here. And now we have movement up front. Let's see who it's on. If it's against App State.
If you can see her finding a spot in that zone coverage. Then poor tackling here. Not sure if Dexter Lawson what he was attempting to do, but you got to really to shore that up, but still poor tackling in the second half.
DK Billingsley, the running back, off the right side, gets through the initial line of scrimmage inside the 15. We're about the 12-yard line. So now Watson's only 30. Watson the handoff to Billingsley again, and he is met at the 10-yard line. Andrew Parker on the tackle. It'll be 3-yard shot.
It's passing is their identity, but they are pretty good at run blocking here today.
Braddock, first year as the Troy OC, 5th year as an FBS offensive coordinator. Vidal, the setback. Watson on 3rd and short. Pressure coming, down he goes. Huge defensive play for App State, and a late flag comes in too. Hold everything here.
That was really good pressure by, I want to say, gosh, that was McLeod.
That was Jalen McLeod on the tackle.
And just a good job of just fighting through that. He did a rip move, but then just kept fighting through. And great job.
Face mask, defense, half the distance to the goal. First down.
So that tackle for loss.
And let me just be real clear. These players are humans, just like most folks watching this game. You're tired from your work week. Well, they're tired from all the stuff that's going on. And it's showing here with some of the mental mistakes.
3rd down stop turns into a 1st down gain inside the 10. Vidal left side, got space. Touchdown, Troy. Flag on the play.
That'll come back. If I'm not mistaken, if I saw the number right, number 57 or 77 may have held.
The penalties now interrupting both teams' plans here on this drive. Troy sees a touchdown negated. Great left side up front work. Austin Stidham, Deandre Butler paved the way for Vidal's touchdown run that will now come off the board.
Yeah. Good execution, but that you can't hold. But that was, if you don't hold on that play, that's a pretty good executed play by Troy. You can't say that Appalachian State's defensive line was definitely in the backfield creating some havoc on that last play. If you take a look here, they're reestablishing the line, but for this guy to get that much space and to be that free,
Vidal coming in motion now. 1st and goal from the 15. Watson off the fingertips, incomplete. Had Rogers, easy catch, would have made up 5 yards. Ends up 2nd down now.
Roger, good. That was good coverage by Tyler Bird. He's at number 51, a linebacker for Appalachian State. If you take a look here, he's running with that quicker receiver. Well, he comes and helps disrupt it, but really good.
High ball game. Both these teams trying to control the tempo. Watson inside the red zone here, slowing things up. 2nd out and 15, going for the corner, and that pass incomplete. Good coverage there by Tyler Bird, Intended for Stidham. That brings up 3rd and 15.
I saw that coverage, good coverage coming. That's why I kind of gave him credit on the play previously.
It was a forward
but
pat on the back.
Really, he really.
In this second half, Vidal to the right, Tez Johnson in motion. Watson looking left, corner. That ball way overthrown. 4th down coming up. And now decision time for John Summerall for the lead. And he pushed it.
This ball game.
Had a long trip back to, didn't make it back to Boone till Sunday. Here's pressure on Gunnar Watson. He had to throw that ball quickly. It falls.
Linebacker rotation today due to injuries.
Stidham in motion toward the bottom of the screen. Watson again to pass. Swing pass out to Woods out of the backfield, and he's got a 1st down gain up the far sideline. And a movement of the head coach Neil Brown and the Trojans sent them into the AP top 25 right away afterward. Billingsley out of the backfield is stuffed. DK Billingsley has been one of the bright spots in the run game today. 37
was covered. He couldn't find a hole to bounce through, so great job up front by Appalachian State.
Billingsley the blocking back, 4 wide on 2nd down and 8. 3-point Mountaineer lead, just starting the 4th quarter. Last time App State played a 4th quarter here, they scored 40. I don't think this game's playing the same way. Pass down the near side, or rather the far side, incomplete. That was intended for Stidham, well under. Billingsley off the left. Watson with some pressure coming across the middle. He deals a strike, and that's a 1st down catch of 13 yards for Jabri Barber. And the
Washington, he got nailed. If we won't be able to show that play, he got nailed, but still had the great athletes, but they're 18 and 19 years old. This Troy football team, these guys are 5th-year, 6th-year players, just like Appalachian. They've been in a fight before, a street fight, and they're fighting today.
Tez Johnson with the 1st down catch. One of the unofficially adopted brother of Bo Nix. Played together in high school. Johnson has been a weapon for Troy. Play action fake. Across the middle, and another great catch by Marcus Rogers, climbing the ladder and into Mountaineer territory, or rather into Mountaineer red zone territory are the Trojans again. 1st and 10 from the 14.
Gunnar Watson just has great pocket presence. Quarterback, he's a good quarterback. Appalachian State has faced 2 good quarterbacks here at Kid Brewer Stadium in Drake May and Gunnar Watson.
Vidal on the redirect goes right and rushes to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 7. Troy can move the sticks before they get to the end zone. Bunt set left. That's Johnson in motion. Pressure. Watson eludes it inside the 10-yard line and gets stuck down at the 7. As Logan Dublin on the tackle. 3rd down and 4. Huge play right here.
Good pressure by Appalachian's defensive front. Nowhere to go with the football, not enough time. So he's trying to manufacture some yards here, and just good reaction.
Vidal moves in motion. 3rd down and 3. Vidal with the catch. That's enough for a 1st down, though he's tackled shy of the goal line. Troy moves the chains. It'll be 1st and goal, Trojans inside the 3.
A nice play call. Again, Vidal actually had trips to the wide side of the field. They had twins to the boundary. They motioned him back inside. Look as if they're going
today. There'll be 29,000 in there. Vidal reaches for the goal line. That's a touchdown for Troy. There is a flag on the field, so hold that thought just 1 second.
David, we talked earlier in the week about Troy University worried about being able to run the football because, again, they have not had success. But when Troy needs to run the football, they run it well.
48 rushing yards, 4 points. It's been a difference maker. Gunnar Watson on the sneak. Well-designed play there up to the 5-yard line, and now App State will have to decide when.
5 or 6 seconds off the clock, depending on how quickly these guys. Oh, he put the ball
Watson
on the
nearly dropped the snap. Handoff goes to Vidal, who takes it up to the 6, and now App State will stop it again.
This is their last time out. So
and Vidal is down. And it's coming out of the bottom. Talk about a statement. Vidal up the middle, across the 10-yard line, tripped at the 11, and now the clock will start to roll. Fourth down. They'll take the snap.
Whoa.
And they're going to take a safety, potentially, and finally run out of the bounds.
Wow, but Appalachian's going to get the football on a punt.